Hallo, hallo. Hallo, hallo. Wie geht's? Funktioniert es, diese Scheiße? Hallo, hallo. Hallochen. Okay. Mm, Classic Google Keep. The fuck? Yo, what is that EXP thing? Keine Ahnung. But you're winning, so you're my top fan. Yay! Do you have the FSMI injection, by the way? Maybe it's not called FSMI and I've written it bad. Second. FSME. Frühsommer Meningoenzephalitis. FSME. Impfung. Not gonna lie, the purple thing with number 1 is a bit annoying. This. Die FSME-Impfung schützt vor Frühsommer Meningoenzephalitis, eine durch Zecken übertragene Viruserkrankung. I guess you don't have to have it, or maybe it's not recommended there. But here apparently it is. TK. I am vaccinated, but I don't know against what. No, this is like one you have to get like every year or something, I guess. Grundimmunisierung. Bro. I have no idea how I should get it. Do I go into their app and find a doctor or what? Okay, no. But I'm going to look that up afterwards, to be honest. How's it going, by the way? I've just noticed. The little shark. My week. Let's start with that and then we go into the YouTube. For today, I have planned, as the title says, week review, classic week review, and then finding YouTube video ideas, not once more or whatever, but I had thought of some ideas for today, but I forgot. So I'm like, okay, let's try to remember at least, in case they were like, I don't know. Because they were like simple video talking ideas, if I recall correctly. And yeah. That is the plan for today. So first, let's look up the classic Google Photos so that I remember what I did this week. Oh, my experience. Oh, the exp with top viewer is even worse than I thought. The exp resets every stream and you gain some from chatting. But I think I already got the max for that. The other way is donations. Lol. Sunday. Did I stream last Sunday? Yeah, I think so because I probably mentioned the food that I ate that was like super smelly with this herta käse or whatever. So last week we had class in a different building, 30th of June. No, we had class for the last time in our. Oh no, we had class for the first time in the new building. Oh no, we didn't have class there. Yeah, we did have class for the first time in our new building. And yeah, we drew, basically class was drawing things. I drew this, in my opinion, cool post. I drew this. Signale Anzügen. Pretty good, right? The Bahn, the BR423 with the ZG1 signal, the ZG2 signal. Hallo, ciao. Pretty decent. Then, well, Signale Vorarlberg. And I read the Silmarillion apparently. This was for dinner. I'm fine. Have two presentations next week, and one of them is not ready in the slightest. I asked the Gemini thing again, but had the same problems as last time. It forgot everything we talked about before, so I had to start anew. That's fine, but with Evernote I told it more stuff and gave feedback, and the more feedback I gave, the more it forgot the first criteria. Damn, that kind of sucks. I've been talking to like this fucking Gemini again. Well, like last week, the same. I have kind of my daily things, and I ask it daily things or whatever, and I'm starting to notice the failures more, like the failures of this thing not being like not remembering correctly or like remembering wrong things, right? And yeah, for example, I tell it tomorrow I'm doing blah blah blah, right? And it says good luck with the IKEA run tomorrow, right? And the IKEA run wasn't tomorrow, but like 6 days ago or something, right? So it's kind of remembering things incorrectly. I still use it because I don't know, the vibe is still interesting, and since it has a lot of context, it can retrieve things in the past that I had forgotten, right? So for that, for me, is valuable. But yeah, I guess for specific things, it's not that good. Like for when you need it to remember the specific things, etc., it's kind of bad. That sucks, to be honest. I'm trying to see what has better lighting, because this shirt is like so colorful, but it looks so boring in this fucking webcam thing. It's the same shirt I was wearing, by the way, this day. Maybe you've seen it in the supermarket. It's from the supermarket. It's from Reve. Like this Chibo brand that they have at every supermarket for some reason. It's from that. Well, I keep the chat open, but it basically deletes everything. I restart the PC. Is the chat saved somewhere? Oh, if you log in with Google, it is. And I did log in with Google, but that thing also fails. It failed on me once. I had like 200,000 tokens or so, and it deleted like the last 15, no, like the last 100. I had like 280,000 tokens I had been talking, and it set me back like 80,000 tokens before. But yeah, essentially, you can save it in Drive if you are logged into Google, I think. And I am. I don't really look at anything that could be considered healthy. No, so it's not really my type of thing. Also, my mom has a Kindle. No, I meant the T-shirt, like this. Like this T-shirt. They sell it at the supermarket. The food. Oh, couscous. It was like couscous with this and that. I had that for lunch the next day. Then I talked with a friend, had this for dinner. The next day, it was just like a more common class day. I had this for dinner. Hummus with egg and carrots. Obviously made it myself because the carrots looked really bad. Then the next day I had simulator, which was cool, I guess. This was the thing I did. This is an error. This is like the speed graph, and these are like the limits set by different systems. Oh, I have to allow drive access, I guess. Maybe you have to do that. Yeah. This is the sim room. It has like this simulator thing, the screen with the simulator. This is like the computer where the teacher steers the whole thing, like the Faraday lighter thing. And this is for like the students in the back so that they can see things. Simulator day was decent. I got out of the simulator not super early, but kind of early. at like, actually pretty early, at like 10:30 or something. I was out. Then we went to the supermarket or whatever, to Lidl to buy some things, and then I went to the gym. This is me at the gym. Proof. For dinner, I had some burritos, and then I checked some accessories at the thing. I'm thinking of like accessorizing a little bit more, right? So I looked at some rings, some of these chains that go on the foot here. These are like too summary and too ridiculous, but yeah, maybe I get something like that's a little bit more simple or something. I liked some that have like the infinity symbol or something. There was one, maybe this one or this one. And for dinner tonight, I think I'm going to have something similar for this, like this. These were like Linsen crackers with bresaola. Bresaola is pretty good. Today, instead of crackers, it's probably going to be uh, wraps. Oh yeah, I was at an anime messe. I don't know what's called in English yesterday. It was pretty cool. Many cosplayer and I got some new manga and stuff. Ooh, yeah, we had that in Spain as well. Expo manga. I was there a couple of times. Also, like something called Japan Weekend, which was a little bit more not just anime, but a little bit more things than anime, but mostly anime stuff. That's interesting. Are there some in Munich? Wait, I have to also look up how this is called. Munich, Japanese share. Japanese week or something like this. It's not a week, it's just a day, I think. Japan Fest Munich. 3rd Sunday in July, 20th of July. I'll probably go here. I'm not gonna understand anything because it's all going to be in German or in Japanese, but sure, why not? City pop performance, interesting. Cosplay competition. Sushi during the Japan Fest. Ooh. Cosplay competition. Please observe the German Weapons Act for cosplay competition. Kogelball. Lol, that's crazy. Fun picture. Animex looks so much like a porn site with the XX. True. This thing was also many things Japan related. I just got manga, so I mentioned it. It wasn't the focus. It's apparently once a year, and we were thinking of going next year as well. Huh? Interesting. Japanmarkt Berlin. Anime Messe 2025. Oh, so it's legit just called Anime Messe. Babelsberg. Wir lieben Anime. Animesse. Infos. Location. Filmpark Babelsberg. Potsdam, Germany. Interesting. Regionalbahn RE7. S-Bahn Linie 7. S-Bahnhof Babelsberg. Interesting. Do you have the Deutschland ticket? Okay, where were we? This is Wednesday dinner, right? Yeah, Wednesday dinner. Oh yeah, on Wednesday it rained a lot. Thursday I just have a picture of food. I think Thursday I stayed at home the whole day. I didn't even change clothes. I was just like on my pajama all day because I didn't have class because of the simulator. I had planned to do something like, oh yeah, I'll go buy some products or whatever. I'll try on some clothes or something like this. Didn't even leave the house. I just spent all day talking to ChatGPT, I think, and I think maybe playing games. No, not even. Reading a little bit. And yeah, writing, watching YouTube a little bit. Then the next day I did try on clothes. I had... It was Friday, the next day, yeah, Friday, and I had the test early. I had the test so early. I got a 100% in the test. And the teacher always does this Einzelgespräche. Oder so. And the order of the people, it was like random that day. I got fucking last. And I had a 100%. So you can imagine what my Einzelgespräch was like. I go in, I look at my note, 100%. I'm like, oh, okay. Had like, oh, this question I had a little bit of doubts, but I got it right. Can you run me through it? He explains it, and I'm like, well, that was pretty much it, right? And he goes like, yep, bis Montag. 2 fucking hours of waiting for getting 100% and leaving in 3 minutes. Stupidest thing ever, right? Meanwhile, other people are like, at least they get things wrong, so they are like reading them a little bit or something, right? They have to explain more things. But me, yeah, basically, literally 3 minutes. It's like literally, not figuratively saying 3 minutes because to make it sound shorter. No, literally 3 minutes. It's probably like the worst ratio you could get. Like, I doubt anyone in this fucking class will have suffered the same I have suffered that day. No one has waited so long for so little. Well, that was basically, this is me trying on clothes, a car that is close to there, and then it was 4th of July, so this was basically a coincidence, but we saw some cars that were like American, right? We went to a dealership, American car dealership, and we saw some cars. This is a Touch Demon. This is the dealership. Hockenheimring drag racing. Some pickup trucks, some cars like that. I had driven 2.5 hours for nothing since I was on the way to a customer and they cancelled the appointment about 5 minutes before I got there. Bro, so fucking annoying. Then that day I had this for dinner, shrimps with some pepper, pretty good. Not a lot of quantity, but I had dessert afterwards, yogurt. Then I took some pictures with my little shark, not showing them because they are kind of ridiculous. Then the next day, aka yesterday, we went to the Eisbach. You know the Eisbach? Oops. This little river in the Englischer Garden in Munich, basically, where you technically are not supposed to swim, but we went there for a swim. It was pretty good. I swam there. It was cool, a cool sensation. It was not super hot like some other days before, but it was hot enough that it was still comfortable. It was not super sunny, but it was sunny enough so that it was a nice experience. The water was cold, but not super cold, freezing like it probably is in winter or something. Yeah, just like cold. Then we went to Motorworld to have dinner, and we classic Motorworld things. So this fucking ridiculous car, probably the most ridiculous car ever. This Bugatti concept car, if I recall correctly, the Galibier. I thought it was a Maybach Excelero first, but interesting. Me wearing my shirt that says pants that I designed. McLaren's at the shop. Whoa. What's this one? And then with my friend, he was driving 200. Nice. Taking us back home. He took, instead of the short way, he took the long way, but the long way, aka shorter in time. It was like 20 kilometers more. It was like 40 kilometers instead of 20. But because you can go so fast and it's like a highway, you are driving more or less the same time to Neuperlach, Zut. So decent. And he had a German friend. He brought a German friend. So it was interesting. He was from Sachsen. Interesting guy. We spoke in English, but we did speak some German a little bit. And yeah, he's also like he's both flatmate and workmate, and yeah, he was interesting. He had worked at he had interned at like Porsche, and then he went at this company, which is kind of sketchy company, but yeah, interesting. And yeah, he was a nice guy. My uncle was wearing a shirt yesterday that I also like, saying, "I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you." Classic boomer shirt. I love them, to be honest. I'm not sure if I have more pictures. I FaceTime my mom. Well, FaceTime. WhatsApp called my mom. And then I went to the gym. In this one I am smiling. Okay, this one. Again, proof. Yesterday, because I had gone to the beer garden and all this, I was like, fuck it. Well, I had asked ChatGPT previously all those days. Well, Gemini. I had asked it, okay, what do I do? I have gone swimming. I've slept very little because I had slept very little because they cleaned my room yesterday. So I was like, I didn't know when to wake up. In the end, they didn't wake me up themselves and they cleaned it while I was gone, which was good. But I still woke up at 9 as if they were to clean it or something. More pictures at the gym, then one picture today. What I had for lunch today. Chicken or whatever. Well, turkey with these peas, etc. And then a picture of me wearing this in the elevator. And that was my week. Feelings on this week? I don't know. It's the same that happens when I call my mom. I don't really know what to say. Well, a normal week. Just some exams. Like getting 100% on the exam is technically good or whatever, but I guess it doesn't feel super great or anything. Right? It feels like, well, normal. It's like if I got an 80, for example, 80%, I was like, I could get more, right? I'll study more. But because I got a 100%, I don't feel, I should study more, right? It's like I should keep up, more or less. But then my mind goes into other things, right? Because obviously, if I'm good on this, more or less I'm keeping up, fuck it, right? It's like I could care about other things as well. But because it takes so much of my time, anyways. I've posted a little bit on 4chan lately. I hadn't posted in a while, but I've gone back to it a little bit. Don't super like the place, but I have met. I do still talk to a friend that I met. That I know from there, from some posts in these boards, etc. And yeah, I guess I wanted a little bit of that connection again. I'm thinking about that, right? I'm thinking, I guess I'm still feeling like disconnected, right? To the city, to the people. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like I have a life here yet. I wonder if it will ever feel different, right? For example, I think of my friend who goes back to Spain so often, right? He's going back to Spain next week, I think, or this week even. I don't know. And he's like, he also like when he talks about work or whatever, it's like the little anecdotes that he has are like funny, right? He's like he does have a life there. It's like work isn't just like work, clock in, be depressed, and clock out, right? It's like hard work. It's but he's hanging out with the people there and he's having fun, etc. But it's like you can see that even though the people are nice and he has like banter with the colleagues, etc. It's like they're maybe not his friends, right? It's like you can sense that he doesn't have a life there. And I wonder if the same with him will happen with to me here, right? Will I also not have a life here? That's kind of sad, right? My uncle was wearing a t-shirt. I mean, it's humor. It's humor. Another was exclamation false. It's funny because it's true. I can't remember all of them, but he has quite a few. So your uncle is that guy. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like that should be the norm, but others show you otherwise. So it's weird. I don't know what that was about. I feel like that should be the norm, but others showed you otherwise, so it's weird. What was that about? What should be the norm? I think I get what you mean. I don't know. We'll see. The other thing was about you getting a 100%. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, that is how I think about it, right? To me, it's like the norm is 100%, right? And it's like, well, maybe not 100, right? Maybe 90 plus or something, right? And if you get below 90 plus, it's like, fuck, right? And if you get above 90 plus, it's like, cool, right? Acceptable, right? But like, yeah, the people are like not getting 100%. I feel like, especially when taking classes to learn the language of the place you live in, you should probably not barely pass. Yeah, this is not the language. These are not language classes, by the way. These are like just like proper the things about the railway things, right? But yeah, there is no barely passing either. Like the passing is a 70%. So if you get less than 70, it's already not passed. So that's interesting, right? But yeah, for example, in the car licenses tests in Spain, I don't know how many questions there are, but you are allowed 3 errors, 3 mistakes. If you get more than 3 mistakes, it's over, right? You don't pass. So it's like strict in that sense. Also not super strict because the questions are like super easy, but yeah, you are allowed three failures. I had 0, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I had 0 or 1. I don't know, 0 if I recall correctly. But here passing is 70, but they want 80 because they say that if you get less than 80, it's like maybe you pass these smaller tests, but the big one you don't. So they want 80%. Oh, that class, I thought it was German class. Well, with student driving, I also feel like you should get high marks, but I get that a bit more than 80 would also be okay and can be worked on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm going by what the teacher says, right? The teacher says we want 80. Like the number says 70. It's like the official number is 70. If you have more than 70, you can pass. But we want 80. Because if you don't, then it's like more likely that you won't pass the exam. But it's interesting, right? It's like when they are paying us to study this, right? So it's like it's obviously in their interest for us to pass and to not waste all the fucking money that they've invested in people who don't pass. So I guess I don't know. It's like an interesting system, right? It's like to me it makes things very chill, right? Because it's like even if I were failing, right? Because there is in one sense there is also like the sense in which if you fail too much, you will stop being paid, right? That is one thing. But also it's like if you are kind of failing, etc., but they're paying you, it's like you still can be like a little bit fuck it, right? Even though it's not the same fuck it level as the fuck it level I'm on, it's still kind of like fuck it, right? They are paying me to study this, so it's like they need to, if they want to get their investment back, they need me to pass, right? So it's like it's not that they will make the exam easier or whatever, but it's like they will probably help me out with telling me the most important parts, or like making a lot of repetition tests, or like giving me more time, right? That's those kind of things. Well, I got BAföG and they also paid me to study and I'm still on it. It's supposed to be 3 years and at this point I can finish the earliest after year 7. Yeah, I guess, right? I think that's different because BAföG you don't have to like give it back or anything, right? In our case, it's like we kind of do. If it's like if they prove that we haven't put in effort or something, and I guess tests are kind of a way of doing it, right? If you get super low note on the test, you are not putting in effort or something. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Now the next topic. I wanted to write some video ideas. You give back half at max 10k, but you don't get everything for free. Over the years, I got around 45k or something. Lol. Damn. I guess times 7. Yeah. Okay. Video ideas 06, 07, 25. What 25? The first one I had. Room tour with the little things in which I've modified to make it what? You somehow got a lot more quiet. You bumped your mic. Maybe you turned something down. What? Hello. Test. The fuck? I don't know. Did I maybe I had it closer and I put it away or whatever? Maybe I dropped the gain a little bit. No, it's still high as it can be. Keine Ahnung. Maybe you were just closer before. Yeah, I think so. Probably that. Okay. Room tour with the little things I've modified to make it mine. My little hacks. Then I had an idea that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Something that was like, maybe I could look at Twitter. Let's see. Oh, I think it was literally this one. This was the video idea that I had for today. Literally this tweet. Thank you, Prudrat, for bringing it to light. This makes me think. I was like, bro, I'm getting distracted by my replies, blah, blah, blah. But it's this one. It's actually this one. This makes me think of algorithms today. Yeah, this one. It was this tweet, right? You see this tweet that says, wasn't it Tarantino who said he used to watch the same movie 3 or 4 times in a row because you could stay for all the showings of the day with one ticket? And I was like, that's interesting, right? That was kind of the YouTube of the past, right? You pay one ticket and you just fucking stay in the movie because you're locked in and you can watch that movie over and over again, right? And I was like, okay, nowadays, instead of being locked into the theater, you click into the theater and the theater shows you everything, right? And you can choose and choose and choose and choose. It's like, what if the theater today, aka YouTube, was like the same YouTube thing that is today, right? So a video recommendation engine, but one where the maximum, like the end goal was to get someone to watch the same video over and over and over and over again, right? It's like to get as many repetitions. So instead of like view counts, there is like a combined view plus loop count, right? It's like how many people have watched it times, how many people have looped, like how many times have those people watched it. And you can't have a lot of people watching it once and it gets the counter up. No, that doesn't up the counter a lot. And you can't have one person watching it a lot and it counts. No, it has to be like many people watching it a lot, right? So it's like, or something like this maybe. Or maybe, I don't know. A friend of mine does that with anime, like watching it immediately after again. I do with some manga that I read them right after again from the beginning. Why? It's like, would you count music on YouTube? Because I have looped songs and listened on repeat. I was like, I feel like music is cheating. Those ones would probably win. They are already algo favored because of it. Because I personally also not loop like properly loop, right click loop, but like I will click again on those things. I guess I mean like an evolution of this current meta where it's not just views between individual users times watched, but like optimizing mega hard for times watched. I guess the opposite. I think rating this has made me change my mind. It's not optimizing individual views times the thing, aka both categories. It's just optimizing times watched to the maximum, right? So maybe if you get a video with 5 people who watch it, but who watch it so fucking over and over and over and over again that they watched it, that is the only thing that they watch, that gets mega boosted or something, right? For those 5 people, I guess. Something like that. How was that word that was like how is that word that is meant to mean things that go straight to the brain, like these VR glasses that isolate you or whatever. Let's see if this thing understands what I mean. Immersive. No, not immersive. No, def not. It's like almost pejorative, like dog fooding or something, but not dog fooding. Brain melting or mind numbing. Nope. It's like a substantive noun. Like a category of all the things that are kinda spoon fed into you, hacking your dopamine system. Bro, it's in the tip of my tongue. Dark patterns. No, not really. Ugh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like imagine this thought experiment where you I'm wondering what was that word. Let's ask AI. Imagine this thought experiment where you connect the brain directly to pleasure instead of the senses. That thing had a name, like the concept of doing that in general, not necessarily with the specifics of the brain connections, etc. Just that aspect of overriding. Eso, wireheading, yes. Yes, that. It was this word, wireheading. It's this kind of stimulating directly your brain instead of actually giving you food, right? It's like the Matrix. Did you watch the Matrix movie? It's basically the Matrix. Okay, then let me ask, why did you search for the word to use the word wireheading in the reply? No, I still didn't watch it. We were talked about that last Sunday, I think. Huh? I guess it was last Sunday. Yeah. I knew it was like last time, but I guess it is last Sunday. So yeah, basically I wanted to make a video about this. I wanted to just quickly today, right now, basically, make a video like, hey, for example, I got your input also, right? I got your input on like the anime thing. You said a friend of mine rewatches anime. You read the anime right from the beginning. What kind of anime do you read from the beginning? Is there a kind? Is it when you like it very much? Is it when you don't? When it's like maybe you don't like it necessarily a lot, or it's not your favorite of all time, but for some reason there is a certain type of anime that you're like, fuck it, I want to read it again, right? How long is Chappie? I want to watch Chappie, maybe. Chappie. 2 hours. (8 p.m.) Meh, maybe tomorrow. Well, any that I liked and didn't feel like looking for something new in the same genre. Can be any genre, but to be fair, is mostly often fantasy with a focus on magic. Interesting. I'm thinking if I've done that ever. I'm going to ask a friend of mine who repeats a lot of things. Oops. I'm going to. Well, who gives a fuck at this point, right? But what did I want to ask my brother? I have a message that I didn't send, but I forgot what I wanted to ask him. Bloats. Ah, yeah, restaurants. Okay. Now, my friend, what I wanted to ask him. Well, I think you could see his complete name, but I don't know if it's his real name since he was Spanish. Let's see. It was here. Yeah, actually, yeah. He probably wouldn't like that. Let's look. Let's Google him. Let's see what comes up. Out of things, actually. Well, I asked him, "Hey, friend, well, you're this kind of guy who would put on a movie and then repeat it over and over again, right? With what kind of movies do you do that? With the ones that you like a lot in general, or because of a concrete reason?" I asked him that. Let's see. I think I'm not recording the video today. Maybe next week. Let's update the note. Let's repeating over and over again algorithm. Pre-read does have a point. Wanted for murder fist page would be so funny right now. Nah, it was like his LinkedIn and his Instagram that does show the city in which he lives. Oh yeah, I watch YouTube videos double if I find something I really liked or found funny and want to watch it again with a friend. Yeah, I guess, but to me, twice is not like the vibe, right? To me, the vibe is like, right? I guess something like, for example, I Google something like best looping TikToks. This one has like 4 million views. Four million views. But this is the kind of thing I had in mind, I guess, right? It's like you play this, and until you notice, it's like maybe some people try to spot the place where it cuts, right? But these don't loop. Why are they in the roots? This one's better. Boh, lasaña. In case we turn evil again, huh? Brü im Lichte. Bro. Oh, it's anthems in the minor key, apparently. This guy got his gimmick. Alles oder nix. ¡Viva España! Long time no see. The only clown. The. Wer bist du? Brody? I'm trying to load your old messages, but they're not loading. In the last year, at least. Maybe before. We got there, lol. Yo, honey, you're still number 1. I changed my name. How are you? Are you Hong? Actividad del canal. Bro, where was Hong from? Cambodia? No. Or was it Cambodia for real? Myanmar? No. Vietnam? No. No. Saj. Who were you? What was your old name? Where were you? Tell me first, where were you from? And then I'll try to guess the old name or whatever. Saj. Yeah, at this point I am at 150 XP. However, I got there. I think you get 25 per message up to 3 times with a cooldown of a few hours or so. Interesting. Do I get a... I don't get to be my own fan, bro. That's so unrealistic. They should be promoting like positivity and all this, right? Be your own fan. The only clown. T. T for the only clown. James 2540. James. USA, perhaps. It's been a long time then. I forgot, James. I forgot your lore, James. Can you update me? What was your lore? I'm in Germany now, by the way. Since April. I mean, it is for viewers to stay engaged in the chat, I think, so giving the streamer points will probably always put them at the number spot, always. Or at least, way too easy. Vietnam. James from Vietnam. I think I remember you. I forget the details, but I think I remember who you were. Yeah. Vietnam. You were from the north, right? I remember always looking at the weather, right? Weather, Vietnam. And it was not Ho Chi Minh City, right? It was closer to the north. Bro, wait, Germany. It was closer to Hanoi, right? Here in Germany, there's a lot of Vietnamese people. By the way, do you have any Vietnam recommendations? I tried banh mi one day. Let's try to find the banh mi. By the way, I know you're not seeing anything. Yep, here it is. This is from June something. It's a banh mi sandwich, duck banh mi. Pretty good. The bread was super crispy. I liked it. It was like a new thing. I hadn't tried it. I wanted to try it for a while, and I had never tried it. And I finally did. Pretty good. Cilantro always, I like cilantro, so for me it was good. Duck, a little bit dry in this case, and not a lot of quantity of duck, but it was good enough. I think one day I want to try the regular banh mi. What were you talking about? I forgot. Let's see. Maybe a video idea. I was recollecting video ideas. Yeah. I was recollecting video ideas, and within this topic of video ideas, I had this topic, right? So, this makes me think of algorithm. Oh, okay, here. Wasn't it Tarantino who said he used to watch the same movie 3 or 4 times in a row because you could stay for all the showings of the day with one ticket, right? So this concept of watching something over and over and over again. And instead of like in the past where it was mostly a thing that you were locked in, right? You were basically blocked into a cinema, and you either got out and just got to see it once, or you just watched this same movie, right? Over and over. And I think it's like there's something to be said, right, about Tarantino having this taste of movies and like kind of learning to pay attention to the details, or like learning pacing, learning these things via watching movies over and over and over again, right? It's like you learn to notice kind of the differences or something like this. And I was like thinking, okay, what if you apply this same thing but to the present, right? It's like the theater today is this, right? This thing we have here, the screen, the little screen. Instead of the big screen, it's the little screen. And I was like, what if YouTube or TikTok or whatever, these little screens, their algorithms were like optimized for this thing, right? For optimized for making you stay as long looking at the little screen, but not just at little screen, but at one only thing, at the same thing over and over again. And I had asked Hania, for example, what does he watch over and over again, if there is something that he does watch over and over. I have asked one friend on WhatsApp, what does he watch over and over again. I was thinking, what do I watch over and over again? These things. I'm hungry. I guess the Vietnam sandwich, right? The banh mi sandwich. What time is it in Vietnam? Bro, I hate this computer. This computer is so slow. Midnight. I'm hungry as well. In fact, I think I'm going to make dinner right now. Can you hear me? I think so. But I'm... No. Ah, here. Hello, Beth Chan. Okay. Okay, question for the only clown, aka James. Whenever you see it, do you repeat something over and over again? Is there something you watch that you repeat over and over again? And I think I'm going to switch to the view that is this, because that way you can see a little bit more. Whoa, so grainy. It looks like another age, right? But yeah, I'm going to make dinner. Watch over something over and over, mostly tutorial. And something pleasurable, like cooking, playing music. Yeah, music as well. I wanted to be like, yeah, that I wanted to say music is cheating, right? Music is something that is very obviously something you do over and over again, right? It's like, and I wanted to be like, okay, what would this algorithm do? How would this algorithm play things over and over again? Bro, this stream is so fucking retarded. By the way, outfit. Now, while we think about this, what things do we watch over and over again topic? And I'm going to take the steps towards making my hunger lower. I have some Black Angus Bresaola. You are more lanky than I thought. I was thinking the same thing when you saw your gym pic earlier. Yeah, I am thin. I weigh 70 kilos and I'm 182 or so, 180 or something like this. Lettuce, Salat, iceberg Salat, Old Af Schnittlauch, wraps, Körniger Käse, which is cottage cheese in English. I did start gaining weight when I started drinking more often. I got a bit of a big belly now. Yeah. I worry about it, to be honest. I'm drinking more. And I think, I don't know. I'm pretty thin, to be honest. When I drink or something, I do notice when I get bloated after eating. I notice the bloat. Here I'd say I'm pretty thin. I'm not like ripped. Like I don't have like noticeable abs or whatever, but I don't want them either. So yeah, the plan is wrap with Körniger Käse, Bresaola. Well, in my case, it was literally 2 liters once or twice a week, and every 2 weeks for a few months. So I think you are good for now. Yeah, but I guess I am like a liter a week, maybe. Maybe not every week. I don't know. I don't keep track. Maybe I should keep track. I kinda in a card position, can't gain weight cause my part-time job now, shouldn't gain weight. What's your part-time job now? Are you a model or something? By the way, did I ask you something? I think I have something like a reply pending, but I don't know what. For these 3, I have six little things. Should I make 3 of these or 2 of these with 3 each? 3 with 2 each, 2 with 3 each. Thoughts? Yeah, believe it or not, I'm working in a maid cafe. No way. I started as a joke, but somehow I landed the job. Sounds interesting. Lol, that's so cool. It literally sounds like one of those, how do you say, these kind of feminization games, HTML games or whatever. Like the plot from one of those or something. I'm putting water. I'm putting water on the little pancakes or whatever they're called, the wraps. How are you liking it? Like, are you the maid? Are you the co-worker? Like, are you like, I don't know. I'm a guy and yeah, I'm the maid. Are you the only guy there who's the maid? Or are there more? I would visit just for that, especially if you had a beard and, and low voice. I'd visit if you were cuter than the girls. I'd visit. I'm going to proceed to prepare the wraps. The other guys are the cooker, owner, and security. I prefer not. I mean, he he wouldn't actually visit, I guess. Do you have any funny anecdotes from the job? Like any funny things that happened? Made training for 2 weeks. Lol. Was that funny? I'm putting Körniger Käse, and a lot of girls there are cosplayer. That's cool. I was thinking of like anecdotes of customers who are like, wait, or something like this, right? Are people rude or nice? I would hope they were nice, right? I guess that makes sense. Beside from learning the magic phrase smile and act, try carrying, I have to learn the girl voice. Oh. The funny thing is none of the customers know I'm a guy. Whoa, that's crazy. Ok. That would put me off a bit. That would put me off a bit when a guy talk to me in a high voice, but I guess when no one notices, it's fine. And you don't mind at all. I guess if I don't notice, well, I wouldn't mind. And if I noticed, I don't know, I don't think I would find it annoying either. I'd be like, oh, he's practicing or whatever. Or she's practicing or something. I guess she, right? I mean, that's like what I would think. Yeah, I know. I don't mind.
Did you learn the voice quickly? I got the full 2 week Helix mic training. I straight up couldn't fake a female voice. Well, I'm a bit too deep for that. I've seen videos about the feminization of the voice and all this, and it's a long process and all. My voice now, if I would say, sound androgynous. Is it in Vietnamese? I think for me, Vietnamese, for example, to my ears, it sounds already like tonal because it's tonal and kind of musical. It sounds already, I don't know, kind of feminine to me. It's like it's higher pitched, I guess, than. Does it impact your everyday voice? Sorry if we ask too many questions. You don't have to answer any if you don't want to. Yeah, of course. Yes, a bit. Interesting. Before, I usually speak from the chest kind of voice and low and it low, and now I speak like trying to sing and breathing out. Yeah, I've seen like the exercises that are like you have to like reduce the resonance chamber or something. Right? I've seen like the part exercises. It's hard. It's difficult. I used to watch these kind of YouTubers that would do a voice on Omegle and all those places too. Interesting, right? They would also give tips sometimes, but I feel like the tips from the YouTubers etc. were like pretty bad. Also, many of them said something like they do it naturally. And so naturally, and so naturally. When you're with me, baby. Everything is naturally, it comes naturally. Crispy Zwiebeln. Röstzwiebeln. I'm the IRL VR trap. What's your maid name? Do you have a name? Is it like the strip club where all the people are named like Crystal, Sapphire, things like that, Diamond? I guess maybe it's kawaii names, right? Like Yuri, Duriko, things like that. Yes. Yes to the name thing, right? I will not say, what? No, why? You know I would call you that, obviously. Because saying the only clown is like... Can you give an example of something similar or someone else you work to get a comparison? That would be interesting. That would be interesting, yeah. It's a part-time job. We usually get messages at the time the main event will start. Usually at night. Ooh. I was hoping for... We've had to make Günther and Karel Uwe. The name Uwe is so strange. There are like so many people called Uwe here in the company. A senpai there, she's around 168 centimeters. I'm 161, wearing a blonde wig. No, some people will remember her name, even if we only see it once. Okay. I would remember. No, actually, I had forgotten that you were James in the other account, right? By next year, I'd forgotten. I would forget after 2 minutes. They had a challenge where they say all of our names in the order we start working. I'm impressed. Me and scared me at the same time. Good. I had to double check earlier when referring to you as James. I was thinking about just writing the only clown or just clown. Yeah, can I call you James still? Do you prefer clown? Do you prefer a maid name? You can make up a fake maid name for us, no? Stop multitasking. Stop multitasking. Hanyo's maid name, Hana-chan. Hana-chan is a cute name, actually. It means flower, Hana. Koskoro Drift, Nagane-chan. I don't know what Nagane could mean, to be honest. Naga is something is like the Nagai is largo. So like long hair could be Nagai. Ok, I get the naming thing. I get why you wouldn't want to call out yours. Yeah, but why give us no new ones, right? Well, if he didn't multitask at this point, it would be just us having a conversation in chat while watching someone clean after cooking. No, I'm still not done cooking. Dorikin-chan. So yeah, Drift Queen in this case too. Dory Queen. Sounds like a Pokemon. Yes, if I'm walking on the street and someone called me with that name, I will disappear from this world. I get that. I stop multitasking now. Well, not actually, not really, because I'm eating, but when I was younger, I was asked often if I'm a boy or a girl, since I always had long hair.
From the face, I don't look female, and my voice is quite obvious, but I still got asked over and over.
My case, I didn't. Now with long hair, in my childhood, I didn't. But now, I've been confused a couple of times. Like in the car, a friend of mine was driving me, and his sister told him, "Hey, why were you with the girl or something?" And it was me or something just because of the long hair.
Maybe your country don't have that many men with long hair.
It's less common.
But it was also not that long ago to get confused so often. It's just kids being kids.
I'm sitting Japanese style right now. I have short hair. I'm not sure if I read that. I've read it in my mind, but I'm not sure if I read it out loud. But I read it again. I have short hair and my face is quite neotenous, so I guess the hair is a big factor. With the wig, probably, right? Why did you say the 2 weeks were hellish, by the way? The 2 weeks made training. By the way, how often do you get paid? Is it like a monthly thing, like a fixed monthly thing, or is it on a per event basis? How much does it pay well for Vietnam? I found a pic of me in that time, a bit older, but I still got confused. I sent it to you, Costco on Discord, you can show it. Okay. Damn. You had swag. Like, how do you confuse that with being female? Wow, that's hot. I got asked a few months ago by a kid if I were a woman. I have a beard now. Paid pretty well for a part-timer in Vietnam. What's a good salary in Vietnam? You could have told me that I looked good when I was younger. Now it's not that helpful. I had no confidence in my look and I still don't really. At this point I look a lot worse, to be fair. I think you look good. I think also you look good without beard because you have like a nice defined jaw. I feel like beard looks best in people who have like very not defined jaws, so they can like puff it out a little bit, right? I don't know. Not sure if I've seen a recent picture. I've seen one where you have a hat on your face like this. I'm not a great style advisor, by the way. By the way, I'm sitting Japanese style. This could be a maid cafe too. Look. On the floor, like this. Back to multitasking. Take care of yourself more. I mean, sure, but
Lost hair because of stress. Wasn't really anything I could do. I could eat more healthy, I guess, but who does that? No.
I ate healthy today, right? To be honest, I don't even think about eating healthy, right? I focus mostly on not eating unhealthy things, right? And then it mostly follows from there. So, for example, mostly avoiding like crazy unhealthy things. But I don't know, I still eat pizza. Whenever we go outside, I eat pizza and all this. It's like, I don't mind. Or I eat burger when I go out. I guess I go out way less. That's true. I don't go regularly every Saturday like I used to. But still, I still lost weight by running. I can't remember the last time I had something you would really consider healthy. Bruh. I feel like there are some people, right? It's like you hear about these stories. There is like some old guy in a village in Italy, right? And this motherfucker only ate, like this guy ate salchicha and pizza and pasta, and the doctor said, "Oh, you have high cholesterol," and then he changes to a healthy diet, and then 2 weeks later he dies or something. So it's like maybe he should have stayed just with eating unhealthy things, right? Do you don't cook anything in the maid cafe, right? Do you prepare drinks or something? Is there like a healthy menu in the maid cafe? Have you learned anything about these things? Have you learned to make like these omelettes? Omeletto. For the omuraisu and all this? Maybe you could teach Hani a recipe or a healthy recipe or something. We order food at work almost every day, and when I go to uni, I don't eat until I come back home and don't feel like making anything, you know? In my thing, we have we have like healthy options to order or whatever. But I don't know, it's like to me, ordering healthy options, I don't know. It's like ordering a salad. I just make it, right? Also, if I buy stuff to cook myself, I feel like I push the cooking every day until they go bad. Yeah, I kinda do that also. I'm more disciplined lately, but it's not like the day, but usually I leave it until the very end, right? For example, I have this turkey expires on the 8th, and it's 7th, and I'm going to eat it tomorrow on the 7th, so... You live alone, Hanio? I think so, yeah. And for example, this yogurt expires literally today. 6th. And I've eaten into one for breakfast, one for dinner. And with herbs, it happens more like these herbs are like almost expired. I think, I don't know. They don't have a date, but yeah, they're certainly not fresh anymore. Always thought when I get a girlfriend, I'd probably eat more healthy together and stuff. But so far, I'm missing part one to that plan. I'm becoming my own girlfriend. Just kidding. I still won't. Why is it so sad? I don't find it sad. I find it descriptive. I don't do anything to get to know people. I am too shy to speak to someone I'd find interesting first, so nothing really changes. Yeah. Same, I guess. I only post online. Well, now I have a job and all this, but in my case, I feel like I had my reasons, right? And because of these reasons, I didn't want to meet people or whatever. I was kind of scared. So I said, fuck it, let's change the reasons, right? Change the reasons. Let's see. But I was always envious, right, of people who had it easy, I guess, or people who didn't have reasons in the first place, or for people who, even though they had reasons, they still met people because they were luckier, right, or they were prettier or whatever. But nowadays, I guess I don't care anymore. I had seen a cosplayer yesterday. I thought it looked cute, if you will, but there is no way I would just talk to them and ask for a number or something, since I feel like they wouldn't want to get hit on. Yeah, to be honest, I'm the same. I guess I don't really like talking to people or introducing myself or things like this, right? Since they were also at the anime message the same way I was, and probably wanted to be left alone and looked around themselves. I don't know. I don't assume that much, right? Well, sometimes I do assume, right? I guess it depends on how I'm feeling, right? Sometimes I'm feeling like this person just wants to be left alone. Sometimes I'm feeling like maybe they wouldn't mind if someone talked to them, right? Sometimes I'm like, we're the same. Sometimes I like, we're different, right?
Before that, I saw a girl I found interesting at a festival, but she looked like she was enjoying the music and didn't want to be a bother. I don't know. I don't want to be like someone who says you just have to, right? Because to be honest, reality is complex, right? It's like you just don't. But people who say you just have to start asking people or whatever, they are right in the sense that when you ask someone, you realize that it's not the whole thing, right? It's like you can ask someone, talk to someone or whatever, and you have a nice chat, and it's good. But then you forget to ask for a number, or you don't feel like she wants to get asked for the number or something. So it's like it gets there. Or you ask for a number and you text, but the texting is not right. It's like at every step of the way, there can be something that happens. So it's like on the one hand, it teaches you that it doesn't matter, right? The first part doesn't really matter because there's so much left that. But also it's not like it can also make you go like, why am I even going to bother if they're going to stop when I start texting? I'm going to be boring texting, right? It's like it depends, I guess. The last time I told a girl I liked her, she asked my best friend to get fingered that night, so I don't really have the best track record, lol. Jesus Christ. People are complex. When they don't have to do something, they have a reason. I'm going to grab some white chocolate. I have this Schoketten and Toffifee. I generally do think like that. Like people are complex, and when they do something, they have a reason. So I guess that if you don't really ask someone out, I think that you have your reasons, right? I feel like someone telling you, it's so simple, you just do this, right? Like it wouldn't work. Oh, I'm going to see if I have. I don't have white chocolate lion. I only have regular chocolate lion. Pat. Did you ask something? Not sure. I'm just speaking into the air. I don't know. I guess I would ask something like, what do you think are the reasons, right? Because if the reason is that you don't have confidence, then the solution is increase your confidence, right? And then the question is how. And sometimes the answer is repetition, right? So trying to
do it several times until you lose the fear or whatever, or increasing the confidence so that you don't have the fear in the first place, or like the fear is no longer stopping, right? It's like you can still be afraid of it, but it's like I don't know how to say it, right? Wait, did you go to a therapist or am I hallucinating? You did, right? Sometimes they can't tell you the reason, right? It's the chocolate. I feel like a famous streamer. I'm talking to chat, eating dinner. I go to a therapist every 2 weeks at the moment, yeah. I wasn't hallucinating then. Then I guess the good thing is sometimes they can tell you, right? Or they can not tell you, but like ask the question so that you discover it instead of like having to journal or whatever. Well, sometimes the motherfuckers will tell you to journal. From what I said, I've never been, but he's currently looking for a reason for me to do some sports, lol. Sports are good. Not a bad idea. You can also meet people that way. The people in my class, the ones who do so many things without me and all that, they do so many things without me because they do them in a volleyball group, right? I don't like sports because of that, for example. Right? Because, I mean, I don't want to be like the one saying the bad things about the things that the therapist says you should do, right? But team sports are always like clicky like that. They are always like clicks, clicky, 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 click. They're always like clicks like this. Well, not always, right? But these things happen, right? These kind of weird social dynamics start to happen. And I personally don't like it. I was going to say, and people who are into sports are kind of more like this. Maybe false, right? There are retarded nerds as well. But the way people into sports are retarded is different and kind of more unnerving than when nerds are retarded. Like when a nerd is retarded or whatever, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like necessarily super unsafe. It's mostly like, you're retarded, right? Or like they can mess with social dynamics still, but it's still kind of more passive a little bit. But when people into sports are retarded, it's like, I don't know,
more aggressive energy and things like this, right? And like people have more testosterone, so they are like more inclined to do retarded shit like this, right? And to like, or to, yeah, to act impulsively in retarded ways. It's how I would define it. Stuff like the gym, for example, is different because it's like you're more on your own. And if you meet people in the gym, they're usually more friendly because it's like, I don't know, there's like no competition really, right? It's like a more open world environment. Closed world environments are more annoying because people in the server, right, know each other. There are kind of pre-made guilds. I don't export. I like it, to be honest. Doing it. EP. It is late, right? Something like 1 a.m. or something. These days I go to bed at like 10 because I have to wake up early, so I'm googling Vietnam time, but this browser sucks. Vietnam time. 1:48, dumb. Almost 2 a.m. It's 9, almost 9. So I think I'm going to also end stream soon. I'll move my computer over there and end it there. I hate the gym. I don't really mind playing something like ping pong, but I don't want to enter a club or something since then it becomes mandatory. I think it doesn't become mandatory. My friends are in one of these Vereine, in one of the Eisenbahn whatever Vereine, by the way. VDS or something. Eisenbahn, Verein, Sport, etwas. I don't know. And it's like they agree to meet on, like the meeting time is on Wednesdays, but it's like not every day, not every Wednesday everyone can show up or whatever, right? It's like it's not mandatory. And like people are not like pros. They're just like amateurs, right? I don't know, but I don't think I would ever do it, right? I don't think I would ever go and just join some association. I don't know. To me, it sounds insane.
Except, for example, I don't know, a car club. I would do that. But a sport, I don't know, maybe a sport makes sense also. Like my friends just did it. By the way, I say my friends, but well, going to put this in the fridge. Whoa, my fridge is looking so empty. I separate the trash, but I don't know if they separated. What do you know what I mean? Because they take it from my room, but I don't know if they keep it separated or if I'm wasting time or whatever. Because, for example, when I go to the container below, I don't see any separation between plastics or whatever. So I'm like, are they even keeping up with the rules? They do separate cartons, carton, the papier or whatever. But
You probably should go to bed at this point, not that you fall asleep at your PC. Also, when you have to get up tomorrow, but I think 2 a.m. is quite the late time. I'm in a Discord chat with the other sister at the Mid Cafe. They're playing games. Lol.
do you call them sisters?
Yes, I'm 19, the second youngest in the cafe.
What did you do full time, by the way? Do you study like full time in technically? You did study something that was computer related, or am I crazy?
For the separating trash thing, I don't really know. I do it myself. But I also have to do a Milchluckler where I throw my rest mule, and when I moved there, I moved in, I got told a lot of people just throw everything down there. As long as you are of age for the job, I think it's fine, but I don't know if I would dare to work in a maid cafe. Or in a cafe for the matter at such a young age. When I was 19, I was like, I thought working was a waste of time, right? I was like, I better focus on my studies or something. In retrospect, I think I probably should have worked. Like, I don't know, not should have, but I think it would have been a good idea, right? Oh well. I'm studying computer stuff. Well, better not to dox myself. I don't know. I'm not saying you should do it, right? But to me, it's funny because, like, if you scroll to some random stream, I probably have my real name. I probably have my ID somewhere on some stream that I forgot to blur. I probably have like my friend's name is like 30 minutes ago. So to me, it's like the internet is like with the internet is almost already over or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's good to be private sometimes. Sometimes I wish I was private. I wish I had been more private. Right? Sometimes I wish like I had been more close to people. I feel like private people are closer to the people they have close to by, right? And I feel like I overshare because I don't feel that close to the people I have close by. So I sometimes wish, man, I wish I'd been closer, right? Then I wish I didn't feel the need to like overshare or to share things or whatever. Right? But I think sharing things has its upside. So I only joined because I saw a post on Facebook, so I messaged Stephanie haha while my friend said I'll pass, and I did. I moved out to Berlin to study with 21, and that's why I started working in the beginning. Good job, I think. The one you had at 21, you mean? Or good job about the thing Clown did? Do I call you Clown? How do I call you? James Clown? Is James alright? Is James too doxy? James is one of the most common names, no doxing laws. True. I mean, I don't know how common James is in Vietnam, right? I could be like Nguyen, right? Nguyen is pronounced like that, like Nguyen, like this. That, right? If I was like that, Nguyen. If I was like Nguyen, then you could be like, okay, that's not actually doxing, right? Because like literally half the country is named like that, like surnamed like that. But I don't know, maybe James is like, I don't know how it goes with like names. Just call yourself Lee Mohammed, most common names, lol. I find it funny when in like, for example, Spanish parties or like recently I saw in Germany something like this, right? It was like the people who most take aid from the government or something like that, right? And it's like Mohammed was in the fifth place and things like this, and people are like malding so much, right? I find it funny, right? Like, I don't know. It's like Mohammed
the person who most money gets from the government or some shit like this. I'm now holy shit. Holy. I could call you holy. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Something wrong. There's something wrong. I can feel it. My AC will start making this sound like randomly as sometimes, and I think literally there's something wrong with it because I don't know. I feel like ACs shouldn't sound this loud, but I don't know. To be honest, it doesn't wake me up or anything, so well, I'm dealing with it. I'm not like reporting it to housekeeping or anything, but I also saw like some random room in the middle of the building, right? Also operating like this. Lol. Where is chat? Ah, here. I'd lost the window. EP. Okay, I've returned the computer to its gewöhnliche Halteplatz. I'm going to now plug in the HDMI so that I get a little bit of light because it's so fucking dark. No. Better, right? A little bit more luminous, a little bit more radiant. Could I work at the Maid Cafe? Are you guys hiring? I could be like one of those like tsundere, right? It's like, no. And then I'm like, okay. The fuck? I'm going to investigate. Sorry, there is a weird sound. The fuck? no idea what it was. Just don't remember me as a maid. Well, we don't have much else to remember you by. No, all of us are the cheerful pen. Not no. All of us are the perfect. You mean not all of us are the cheerful, perfect kind of girl you want to see? To be fair. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here until the end. It's not blend S. What do you mean? Before saying thank you for watching. Oh, I had also one idea, right? I'm going to, since this is the stream of like noting down ideas. I'm going to what's blend S? Is it an anime or something? Brendo S. Has trouble finding a part-time job solely because of her intimidating smile and scary eyes. At the more discarded, no. Huh, interesting. Have you watched it? Is it funny? Blend S is an anime where they literally have a tsundere, a sadist, and so in a cafe. It's the theme. We are all have to greet you happily and called everyone as master with the most happy voice I can. Master? No sé qué sama, right? Oh, Okyaku-sama. For 3 hours. Fuck yeah, be right back, gonna visit. I'm now Googling, like inside Vietnam, triangulating everyone, every maid cafe. I'm going to do a tour of all of them. Next summer, though. This one I don't have enough money. Do I have something saved in Vietnam? I'm going to tell you. Wait, deadass, I might have a maid cafe saved. I'm actually deadass about this. No, I'm tripping. I don't think so. But I think I may have someone saved. No, Bang Mi Hong Hoa in Ho Chi Minh. And in Da Nang, I have Indigo Coffee. I don't have Maid Cafe. Ah, this web place. I remember this. For 3 hours. I mean, 3 hours is not that much, but yeah, I guess it is a lot. Like, for to being with the customer and all this, that is a lot. Maybe I should practice, right? Do one of these streams for 3 hours, just like, Okyaku-sama. What do they say when someone, irashaimase? I could work at one of these places. Irashaimase. Oh, nani o nomimasu ka? Oh. Da Nang going to have Maid Cafe soon. Your owner is expanding. Bro, my browser is so fucking slow. The fuck? Bro, I'm looking at the pictures of this Maid Cafe. They have so much filter on. It's fucking insane. It's ridiculous. Maybe you are in this picture. Let's see. Look at these faces, bro. It looks like they're made with AI. This one looks real. And look at these comments. I was like, well, I can't read this. Chok, Shin, Lich, Fuk, Bu, Qua, un Madridista now. Why does it say Madridista? Like, is there one of them who is Madridista? The fuck? Can I have the service times of the one who is, I guess, Madridista? Like supporting Real Madrid? That's crazy. That's a lot of makeup. Nah, it's legit a filter. I'm the spy. Bro, how should we recognize you in cosplay if we don't even know how you look without? Lol. I just looked for a maid cafe in Berlin and found this. You have plans for the weekend now, right? Actually, sus as well. Looking good. Let me actually look up in Munich. I mean, I'm not going to one though. I would only work. I would only go there if I got paid. It appears we are safe. No, I legit don't have time in the weekend. Need to prepare for uni exams. Dumb. I feel like these have closed. Cosplay Cafe München. I wouldn't go ever, I think, but I do find the idea funny. And if friends ask to go, I would say no. Lol. If my friends told me to go, I would go because I usually don't complain about these things. Like I don't have anything against it, right? I simply wouldn't ever go on my own. The fuck? I feel like it closed, this one. There used to be one in Munich apparently, but they closed. Maidamonde. This is Frankfurt, it says. Bro. Whatever girl you see in a maid cafe, remember that it's either after surgery or 1-2 hours of makeup. Dumb. "10 years ago." Dumb. This appears to be something that failed. Da es ein Ort sein soll, an dem Cosplayer, Cosplayer, Gamer, Anime-Fans etc. sich austauschen können und treffen, werden wir Veranstaltungen machen wie gemeinsame Mario Kart Abende mit kleinen Preisen und Filmabende sowie Workshops und Live-Musik. Zudem werden wir unsere selbstgebauten Rüstungen ausstellen als Deko. Mehr werde ich noch nicht verraten. Die Infos werden dann auch bald auf unserer Website zu lesen sein. I'd be glad to at least get some experience in the first place if they were interested at all. Wait, what was I writing? I forgot. It was an outright. I wanted to write something else. I forgot. I got derailed by the make coffee thing. Bro, I forgot. Video ideas for the next day. Yes, I wanted to annotate. It's actually kind of related because Invader V is kind of a maid, right? She has made cafe energy. Invader V montage. I had the idea of this video. Well, not video, this series. Reading Invader V montage speech while the Invader V montage plays in the background until I know it from memory and just do it every day. Like, even if I don't stream, I upload a video of me reading, just like quick, day 1, boom, day 2, day 3, like that. Day 1 of reading Invader V montage until I learn it by heart, or something like this. And I had this idea a couple of days ago, so if I had started then, I would be like, sure. But I would have had a couple of days more of learning the Invader V montage, but I think I could start. I don't know. I don't think I want to start today, though. I always feel like I wouldn't start. Yeah. I'll give you the special treatment. Why do you think? Masters, working experience, don't ask.
Yeah, I would be fine in talking about this in person, but I'm not interested in guys in that way. Sorry, bro. Lol. I'm also I'm not interested in finding someone online. Hey, maybe he's offering it to me. Like when you really understand each other and then build up, I think that's fine, but I'm not interested in doing stuff over the internet. That's, I don't know, I don't like that either. The virtual sex, the e-sex, it's kind of strange. Role playing or whatever. But I never say never. But yeah, that was it. This idea. Sure, if you are down, go for it, Costco. I'd be down, but prayer rat. Okay. Wait. So yeah, even though today I'm not doing the Invader V thing, maybe I should do a made stream one day. If the only clown does something or says something or something, like if I start streaming, like I stream always at this time or earlier, right? Sometimes a little bit earlier. If I stream regularly and he shows up more often or something, I will do one day made stream. But if I got that right, the stream is over. Yes. I'm saying the last things. I mean, I always take a little bit of a while, and sometimes I remember something, right? Or I have an idea, like right now. But yeah, basically, I was saying my mind up shit. So yeah, thank you for watching. Reminder, thank you to both for staying until the end. I think there are 2 at the end. I usually get tired around this time. Bro, how I was helping you learn German a bit, you now ask for help for a mainstream, lol. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like if I'm not alone in the mainstream or something, I don't want to be just streaming like a maid alone. But if I have some help or something like this, right? If I go through like short maid school or whatever, I would do it. But yeah, we have to talk about this. This is like an idea I leave for the future. For the moment, I have these things here. Today's stream leaderboard is looking like this. Hanio 300 points, James 150. Very good, to be honest. Today we have broken a record in the channel. These are the highest ever points someone has achieved with 300. So here we need a round for applause for Hanio. Woo! Second round of applause for the only clown, aka holy shit, aka James 2540. Woo! For having the second ever best place in the channel in XP points. Here are my top two fans. Thank you very much for watching. Reminder, I stream on Sundays, by the way, this day of the week, but not always at this same exact hour. Sometimes I start a little bit earlier. Sometimes I start at like 4:30, like I used to do. Sometimes I even start at 3, and sometimes I start like today at 6 or something. It depends. It depends on what I've done the day before. It depends on what tasks I had to do before, on when I eat lunch,
etc. Today I actually ate early, but I don't know why I started so late, to be honest. Yeah, because I was writing posts on the website. So yeah. Oh, so after my work, it's my time, right? I don't know when your time is. Right now it's 9:30. So I started 3 hours ago. Sometimes I start 6 hours ago, and sometimes I start 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, something like this, right? So if it's 2 a.m. right now, 2:30, 40 minus 4 at 10:30, 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m., 9 p.m. sometimes 11 p.m. And yeah, you are welcome to join again. Hanio, you too. Hope you have a good week of exams. Hope you have a good week of mating. And see you next week. Bye bye. And yeah, maybe next stream will start with me doing Invader V's speech again. Maybe not. It depends. Maybe I will leave it as a separate thing and I will try to do that on my own. It depends on my mood. Restock your fridge. Thank you. I will definitely restock my fridge. Tomorrow, since it's still Monday, I just don't know what will I buy. But yeah, tomorrow I will have lunch at a kebab place maybe. Or I will buy something at the grocery store there. Because I'm not going to cook today for tomorrow. I'm just in the workplace chilling with the others. Bye bye. Good days. Take care. Bye.